All right, guys. Anybody and everyone within the SAP SuccessFactors ecosystem who are running any of the talent modules, this video is for you. In full transparency, I hadn't been excited about recording something in a while, and in fact, you would have noticed that I've been distant for a minute. But today I wanted to show you a demo of a new solution that we came up with that essentially replaced what used to be known as the PPTC. In other words, if you need to download people profile data into a PowerPoint presentation, how can we go about it? Let me show you the demo, and then we'll talk about why this is relevant. So first of all, this is within SuccessFactors, so you don't have to go anywhere else, right? And the point is that you will search for someone, right, with the new UI within the search bar. By the way, towards the end, well, I guess you get to see your talent profile, geomobility, what have you. In this case, I'm selecting some information just to illustrate the point, right? We're entering information in the talent profile. Here's the key. Assuming that you were to engage with our product, here under talent card, under the home menu or main menu that we call, somewhere else you will see a new option that we're calling a talent cards. And the minute that you click on it, you're taken into a screen, by the way, all within SuccessFactors, that allows you to specify who do you want to download information for, and by the way, which template to use. We'll talk about that in a second. Languages, and then you can do this in master. So it doesn't have to be one person alone. It can be more than one person or several, half a dozen, hundreds, even thousands. That they'll have to confirm with my team, but 1,000. But check this out. Immediately after you run it, within right off the bat from the browser, you get to download a PowerPoint presentation with the information of that person's people profile, inclusive of the picture. By the way, this PowerPoint is, you can edit it, right? So it's not like it's an image. You can edit it. And why this is relevant? Think about the amount of time and effort and resources that are spent once we are talking in the concept of talent profiles. So of course, anybody who's just technical wouldn't get it, right? But like the people who actually use the system to run talent reviews, this is a reality. Unfortunately, I don't care what anybody says. Leaders and people are just used to using PowerPoint presentations, and the PPTC solution that SuccessFactors used to offer, it was great and it solved the issue. It was really hard and expensive to maintain, but now we have a solution that actually works. In fact, in many respects, it works much better, and something for you to consider. Anyways, let me continue here. So again, you download the PowerPoint, you get to edit it. Once again, it's not a picture compared to the reason and doubling down on this one is because I've seen some other solutions, but it will bring you a picture, but then you can't download it. So if you need to update data, you will have to go to SuccessFactors, update the data, and then come back. Versus here, it's not quite like that. And by the way, not only that, but if you need to, like I was mentioning earlier, if you need to import more than one person, let's put it in practice. I'm the HRBP or the talent lead who I'm taking care of this particular function or sub-function, and we're going to be doing talent reviews for this function with senior leadership on this week. Instead of having people going to SuccessFactors and copy the data, manually putting it into a PowerPoint presentation, which I find to be insane. Now you get to do it automatically Oh, by the way, we can just literally feed the user IDs of those individuals, right? And the system would automatically download the document with one slide per person. By the way, let me make emphasis on one thing. This template that you see here on the screen, this template is not something that we are prescribing. You get to let us know how do you want your template to look like. Typically, in fact, not 99, but 100% of the times that I've seen this working, it's always one slide within your PowerPoint presentation, no more, no less. And you typically will take into consideration the latest records that you have, assuming that they fit all within one page. If you wanted more, that's the beauty about our product, that is flexible. We can accommodate that. Okay. All right. So just to finish off this, by the way, whatever document that gets produced can always be retrieved as long as you want. Of course, permissions around it and then rules around it can be retrieved within a new section that we would enable for you called documents, or we can call it frankly anything that you want, and then you get to download those files. By the way, the naming convention of the files, we can always download it. So for example, if we wanted to say talent profile 2026, talent profile 2027, talent profile November 2028, talent profile November 2029, whatever it is, right? We can always accommodate that, and then it becomes just part of the employee history. Anyways, for the people who actually use this, and this is a need, you guys, I'm sure you're gonna be absolutely excited. The ones that don't recognize the excitement about it, honestly, I welcome you to share it with your talent COEs, because I promise you, not 99, but 100% of the clients that I've ever touched in my professional career suffer with this. So I think this is the most exciting video that I've done probably ever.